Welcome to today's episodes. I'm excited to introduce our guest, Yogita Chhaya, a seasoned Jira trainer with 30 years of industry experience. Yogita has helped countless teams master agile practices and leverage Jira to its fullest potential. Today, we'll dive deep into her journey, explore how Jira supports agile teams, and discover her approach to making Jira accessible to everyone, from developers to non technical business users. Because Jira is not a tool where just tester or developers are using, it's for the complete organizations or for complete team itself. We'll also discuss trends shaping Agile today and the future of Jira. Stay tuned for the valuable insights from an expert in this field. First of all, thank you, Yogita ma'am, for joining this. And I would like you to introduce about yourselves and then we'll proceed ahead or further discussion.
Thank you for inviting me. My name is Yogita Chhaya, and I had started my career in telecom industry in 90s, and then I moved to education field. After that, I have worked as a Jira administrator. Then I am also Atlassian creator. And in addition to that, I had started providing training in around 2018. That's all about myself.
Thank you, ma'am, for the detailed introductions. Can share your journey into Agile and Jira? What leads you to specialized in these areas?
So to start with, I was working at a company that was a R&D center, and I was responsible to manage processes of R&D center. So the company, it was a software development, application development, and I was supposed to manage processes as well as I was responsible as a Jira administrator of 500 user Jira server and Fisheye Crucible, and there were many other applications related with which were to support software developers. So there are many teams, and the challenging part was it was a combination. The products were the combination of software as well as hardware. And in that situation, we were asked that, okay, we have to move from when I joined, we were, the teams were following waterfall methodology, and then we had to transform to agile way of working. So at that time, we were basically trained on agile way of working. So that is how I got an opportunity to learn a lot of things, not only agile, but in addition to that, I was first time introduced to Atlassian Jira, and I was responsible to, in fact, I had evaluated a lot of plugins at that time.
Next question is, how did you get started with providing training on Jira and Agile? And what has been your approach to making it accessible to different users?
So I started providing training in 2018. Here I did, in fact, I was invited to conduct a training for 25 people. That is a small software development, application development company. And so over there, I conducted a training for users as well as administrator. And interesting thing was, I started over there providing training on server, and then in the next week they had upgraded to cloud. So that was that is how I started. And after that, I did not have any specific strategy to conduct the training, and I was basically willing to help others. That's all. I did not have any strategy to, build a business type of thing. But I was there on LinkedIn. I had mentioned that, okay, I can provide training, and people used to contact me. But there was a time that I was not confident that, okay, will everyone accept training online or not. So initially, I used to receive requests. Then finally, people and I mean they had accepted that okay, we can conduct training online, and it is possible because that was a cloud version. And then that is, I mean, then I was receiving a lot of requests to conduct trainings, and I it started like that.
That's great. And how about along with the trainings, are you doing any other work as well? I mean the industrial experiences, or are you also flexible enough to do some other additional works along with the training?
See, I have done a course from from one of the institute that is from Mumbai. I am certified soft skills trainer, so I do not work in any software industry, but I provide various types of soft skills training in different industries, such as I have conducted training in healthcare institutes, in pharma institutes. I am basically a corporate trainer providing Jira training, Atlassian tools, and I also conduct training on soft skills.
Now, moving to the Jira rules in Agile questions, where how do you see Jira playing a critical role in supporting Agile teams, and what all features stand out for the Agile practitioner?
So, right from there are very good features such as agile boards, Scrum and Kanban boards. In addition to that, Jira is such a universal. I mean, it is a different tool where you can integrate with many applications. In addition to that, uh, so it has once you follow agile way of working, you can get performance metrics using dashboards as well as reports, and there are plugins available. Suppose Jira, if you feel that okay, this thing we want to add some functionality, so there is a marketplace. I mean, marketplace applications are available, and it is easy to to first of all evaluate and then finally implement, add those applications. So that is why Jira is quite, you can say that if you
Plug
don't
and play
find any,
model.
yeah. So that is very good model basically. That is why it is helpful.
And moving to the next questions, what are some common challenges team faces when adopting Jira for agile processes, and how they can overcome with these challenges? Any tips on it?
Yes, that's a very good question. Actually, even we had faced a lot of things, and it's human nature that, okay, if there is any change, people resist to change. So it's obvious, and you have to be very patient when implementing agile or whenever you are implementing any type of change in process or anything. There are many challenges, but important is resistance to change. So in that case, you can first of all train people. So training people is really very important. Why we are doing this? Why this change? So it could be related with process, or it can be related with any type of tool. That is one thing. Then there are other challenges like people don't want to enter data. This is very common. So they don't want to enter data, and then when you have to, find out the metrics. So you have very good tool, right? I have seen organizations where a lot of things are customized and they have very feature rich tool is available, but only one team is using, even if they have 500 or some multiple licenses are available, but they don't want to enter data on in that. And when I train them, then okay, someone will say that okay, we have this many number of licenses already available. So they spend a lot of money, but they don't want to enter the data. There should be something like, okay, this has to be done, means this has to be done, and we have to first of all tell them that okay, if we want this performance metrics or whatever metrics out of this, it will simplify things for you only. So these are main two challenges they face while implementing Agile.
Okay. Moving to the next questions as making business with Jira, as you have already started your training and guiding the people to adopt these tools and practices. Any advice for our viewers or users who is looking to start a similar type of role?
See, when I had started providing training, there was no plan to doing any business or there was no strategy. But the thing is, uh, I liked that, and that is why today also after 10 years I am still doing, because if you like something, then you can do a lot of things. I mean, you can grow in that particular thing. But if you don't like it, what you are doing, then it is of no use. First of all, it is, if you are passionate about it, then only you do it. Don't do it just for the sake of doing.
Majorly, this is based on the interest, and if anyone wants to make their career into this role, probably their passions can be followed, their interest can be followed, and definitely the tools and technologies. Moving to the business users, if Jira is often seen as a tool for developers and testers, how do you make it accessible and valuable for non-technical users, or I mean the non-technical business users?
Earlier, when I had started learning about Jira, people used to know that, okay, everyone, that Jira is only for software development. But it is not so. That first of all, there are templates for non-technical teams. That is very basic thing. So, in fact, I receive many requests when there is a combination of they implement Jira organization wide. There are software development teams as well as there are other teams such as sales, and there are many other senior professional that they want to learn about Jira. So when we have to, I mean, first of all, we have to when we train them, so we have to tell them that these are the features. Say for example, there are dashboards and the boards which you can create. In addition to that, what is the importance of creating tasks? So task management, project management, and all the basic features which are very very important from basically tracking purpose. We show them, I mean, demonstrate each and every type of features. And of course, these features are really useful. So including reports.
Okay.
So each feature is important actually.
Now, Agile in business trends, when we'll talk about the business trends in Agile, what Agile trends do you see impacting business today and how Jira evolving to meet these trends?
So when people had started, implementing or you can say that, okay, from waterfall to agile, they used to say. So nowadays there are many different ways in which you can implement it. So there are many different frameworks. So you can also have like, as in Jira, it is possible to follow Scrum Ban. So it is a hybrid way. Then some company implement it enterprise wide. In that case, it is not for a single team, but there are multiple teams, and they have to follow agile. There are multiple frameworks, and in Jira you have, so Jira is not a single, that is one only one product. In Jira also you have features as well as some, you can say, variants. So using which you can implement different agile frameworks. That is also possible. For example, you can use advanced roadmap. For basic requirement, you have Jira, boards, etc., planning, tracking, but you can implement various ways of implementing agile. So Jira has evolved in last 4, 5, 6 years, that you have AI related features are also there. So
So AI related feature, we can use it for the user story, then JQL thing, then dependencies, roadmaps, and
yes.
as well as plans. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
absolutely right. Okay,
Mm.
moving to the next questions. Now, in terms of training and adoptions, what are some of the keys area you focus in your Jira and Agile training, and what techniques do you use to ensure effective learning and adoptions?
Very first thing, whenever if someone talks about training, very first thing comes into my mind is hands-on has to be there. So many times people say that no, we want to complete this so and so training in this many days. So I said that okay, we will do it, but hands-on has to be there. So I had started all the training basically using hands-on only, and sometimes some people are not convinced, but that is okay. The thing is hands-on is important because when they have to actually do things, I mean they have to say for example create a dashboard, or they have to access report and then finally generate a report, so they don't know exactly how to do that. So that is very important, and then only training is effective. So hands-on is must in all the cases. That is one thing. In addition to that, if we talk about training, so in that case, we update documents based on feedback, and as and when, Jira is also upgraded. So you get lot of features time to time, like there are many different features. So whatever documentation we provide to the customers, so that also has to be upgraded. I mean, it has to be updated. And so that is about documentation. And we have to mm, implement new ways. So something new has to be done. If it is online, then there is a different way of conducting a training. If it is offline, so in that case, also there are different ways in which the training should be conducted. So we have to plan. So each and every training program is like, you can say it is like a small project. So you have to think like that, and then only you can, we have to conduct training like that.
That's interesting. It's a detailed plan. You're doing the planning, then creating the use cases, preparing some documentations for the users. So yeah, as I mentioned, it's a detailed project itself. Any suggestions in terms of learning materials? Anyone wants to start with a Jira journey? They wanted to learn Jira. Any suggestions for our viewers? From there, they can start.
Yeah, they can start with, see, there are many programs which are, that is courses from Atlassian University. So they can start from basics as a user. And if they access, they go to Atlassian University, there are courses. In addition to that, again, here hands-on is it becomes important. So hands-on experience is definitely required. In addition to that, there are many documents from Atlassian. So those are Atlassian. There are articles as well as some support documents. So these are the documents which are official document from Atlassian. They can always refer those documents. In addition to that, there are books available from experts. So they can also refer the books which are available online.
That's great. Yes, yeah. Atlassian University is a big documentations portal where we can start the learning it. And yes, just wanted to share one points with our viewers. Yeah, Yogita is also one of the author of book which is based on the Jira itself. Now,
Yeah.
moving to the next question, future of Jira and Agile. What do you think the future holds for Jira as a tool, and especially as Agile methodologies continues to evolve?
So as I have already mentioned this earlier also, that Jira has evolved over time. Initially, it was introduced as some basic tool for software development teams. Then there were many features, and if we don't think as a one tool, Jira is a single tool, so you have many possibilities for, you can collaborate. So as a whether you are a software development person or anyone, who is working in any kind of business team. So they can collaborate with people, they can generate reports, they can create dashboards, and they can present it to their senior management. And processes are nothing but the way in which you have to follow. So there can be something like earlier people used to follow waterfall, but that time was different. Now the time is people have, I mean, everything has become dynamic and things are available. So that is why methodology, like development methodologies, have changed. So similarly, Jira has evolved in parallel to everything, so as per the demand. So Jira, okay, there are some features which are very good, such as boards and AI features. Future is really good, and Jira is a very good platform on which there are multiple things available.
We were talking about the any final feedback or receiving from the clients and all about your trainings. How do you
Right,
measure the
right.
success of your training programs and what feedbacks do you typically receive from the clients?
Okay, so I was mentioning about the feedback, importance of feedback in any kind of training, whether it is technical training or tools related training or any corporate training. So feedback is very important. That is one thing. In addition to that, again, you have to continuously improve on anything. So say for example, in terms of documentation or anything you do, training methods. So sometimes if it is a online training, so it is more challenging. I personally believe that conducting online training is so unless and until you add something like, okay, towards the end you should have some quizzes type of thing. In addition to that, some activities you have to plan. So it could be something like, okay, they have to present, they have to do some kind of presentation once you
Interactive training.
explain.
I mean the
Yeah,
workshops
so
and all.
you have
People
to
should
make it
interact.
more
Yeah,
interactive.
right.
And for that, even I attend some workshops that how can we improve this training also. So that is also very much important. But as I have, I am a part of some other groups also. So it is I'm a member of some other group where there are all trainers. So it is helpful. It was helpful during this last few years that, okay, we meet at one place and we learn a lot about how to improve and how to make trainings interactive. So
That's
that is
true.
how. So that is about feedback, and generally I receive good feedback. In case, so we have to keep an eye on whatever feedback you receive from everyone, because industry will not allow you to conduct trainings unless and until it is a good quality training services.
Any final views or suggestions for our viewers from your side you wanted to give?
Training is a very good field. If anyone is willing to start, these years are really important, because with the help of AI and there are many online tools which are available. If you are willing to jump into this field, so you can train people, you can coach, you can do all these things. In addition to that, if we talk about Atlassian tools are really very good, and you can learn it. There are many sources available online. So say for example, let us not talk about only Jira. There are many other tools such as Loom, and there is Confluence. So there are courses available on Atlassian University. So if you are willing to learn all these things, any of you can start with one tool, and then slowly you can go to next one, and then you can learn. And that way, I mean, in day-to-day thing also, to manage everything, manage your personal journey, for anything, these tools are really helpful.
Thank you, Yogita, for sharing the detailed insight with our audience or with your viewers. Thanks a lot for accepting this and taking out time in your weekends to do this recording. So, guys, we are doing this recording on Saturday. That is weekend for her, and she spent a good number of hours with us to do the recording. Thanks a lot. I will include her LinkedIn and other social media links where you can always reach out to her for any queries, questions, or suggestions. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.